Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do another tutorial on tar, tape archive, gunzip, and gununzip. So this is going to be a tutorial on bash scripting using Linux Ubuntu, and it's going to be just the same whether you want to use tar on Linux, Rocky, Linux Red Hat, Linux Ubuntu, any Linux platform. Most of the commands are similarly the same, 99%. There might be a flag or something that is different between the Linux version or the distribution, but it is mostly the same for tape archive, tar command, gun unzip, and gun unzip. And this is going to be a how-to at MyWebUniversity, which is my YouTube channel. This is in the series of all the other commands and related tutorials that I'm doing for how-tos, and then you're going to learn how to do tape archive in this video, or copy files and put it into a tarball, and then gunzip it and gun unzip it, and then extract it to another location, back up your file system, and then copy files and folders, and that's basically tar command on Linux. Tape archive is similar to CPIO, similar to copy command, similar to move, similar to extracting files, zipping it, and everything. So there's a lot of additional videos that I will be covering, but on this video, I'm going to just concentrate on tape archive, gunzip, and gununzip. Without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to just minimize this window, and I want to welcome you to MyWebUniversity, my YouTube channel. This is the channel that you will be watching all these tutorials. Please join us, and then make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done so. I would greatly appreciate it. Your subscription tells me that you're interested on these videos, and I'm helping in the community that we are there. And if you could just pass on the knowledge to somebody else, that would be also greatly appreciated. And then it's going to help you for college, work, development, and other skills that you are just going to enhance your career. This is MyWebUniversity, my website that also I do a lot of tutorials and videos. And then I have written the entire book called The Direct Path to Linux Ubuntu, which is all online available, 13 chapters for you. You can practice them. For example, you're learning tape archive. You can go, if you're looking for the Red Hat documentation, manual pages, you don't need to log into a Linux machine. You just come in here and then look all the PDF files, 12,000 something on Red Hat PDF file. So then you just look for tape archive, Control F, and then search for tar, and then tar dot whatever. There's 13 of them, so usually tape archive.1 would be the one that you're interested on, and then you could just look for that. And then like right here, tape archive.1 is section 1 of manual pages, and here on PDF file. As I promised you that I generated for the Rocky, for Red Hat, for Ubuntu, all of them, and this is just a PDF file, which is going to enhance your career without you installing software or doing it. The entire PDF file is available for you. Similarly, if you're doing it on Red Hat, you go on this chapter 11 and then search for it again here. And so like say Control F tar.1, and then you could see that one with the section 1.1, automatically it's finding this, and then you just open it. And notice that this one, I give credit to MyWebUniversity, Python, the Red Hat manual pages, and then free PDF modules, which I wrote this program and it translated. Similarly, if you want to go to Ubuntu, you can get the man pages on Ubuntu. So you don't have to be sitting in front of a Linux Ubuntu or Rocky or Red Hat. You could just go there and Control F and say tape archive.1, and then search one of two, and then the one that is there, you just look at them and the detail. So this one shows PTAR, and then I'm going to just show you another one for chapter 12, dynamic here. that you could just type in the command, whichever command you're looking for. So if you're looking for tape archive command, you just type in and I generate it for you on the fly. And then you just get the tar files tape archive utility, and all the commands and flags are here shown there. Notice that like a tar dash create or the dash C would be the same command, or tar dash T and dash T and dash list dash list is the same. So a lot of the options, whether it's one line command dash R or dash append or dash T or dash list, I'll show you all of those arguments here. And then this is good because you can come in, and if there's any kind of links for it, you can also go to the links here. So like here, GNU.org software tar manual pages, you could just go in there and read it there as well. And then at the same time, if you just are doing other commands like gunzip file, gzip, you can just type in here and I'll generate for you here on the fly. And then you get gunzip, gununzip, and zcat. They're similar, so they are listed here. And when you go to the C section also, that is there. So the entire Linux manual is at your fingertips. That's what I wrote this program for you to generate it. So if you say, what about gununzip? Like G unzip, you could say gun unzip command, and then I'll just generate it for you. And you see this one, and it's already generated dynamically. As soon as you type in, I write my Python program, generate the manual pages from text to HTML. But if you're sitting in front of a Linux machine, let's say you're on a Linux machine, here on a Linux machine here, I could say man tar, and I could see the data output. And similarly, if I say man gunzip, it will give me the gunzip. Man gun unzip, it would do that. Similarly, like zcat is there, man zcat. So all of these commands are related, that are for compressing it and then uncompressing it. But underlying on the Linux Ubuntu, it will be just running it. So this is my Linux Ubuntu server right now that I'm going to do some demo for you. Let me just get there. So this is that desktop, and then I right click here and say open a terminal. So this terminal opens up, as you can see here, my username Wahid at MyWebUniversity, and this home directory is desktop. So I cd to the current directory, and I say my home directory is now Wahid, right? Echo $home is pointing to that one, pwd is pointing to the same one, and then id-un is pointing to my user ID, and then groups is also showing all my groups that I belong to. ID-group name is Wahid also, and get end password Wahid will give me all that information. So at this time, let's say in order for me to just not have this information all the time displayed here, I'm gonna change this echo $PS1 from shell 1 to just shorter notes. Notice that from shell 1, the /u is equivalent to giving me the user ID. And then @ symbol is giving me this @ symbol, and /h somewhere here is going to be /h. Actually, in this case, I forced instead of /h to say MyWebUniversity, the host name. Otherwise, it's going to read it from the etc host file. It's going to do a /h. And then /w, which is the working directory, you could see that pwd. If I go cd to desktop, then it's gonna say show this one. If I go to tutorial, for example, tutorial, then it's gonna do that one. But it is good to know exactly there. However, I wanted to write it shorter so you can see the commands. If I just make a short video out of my long video, then you can see it, because a lot of people, they don't have the patience to look for 30 minutes or a 1 hour video. They just want to see 1 minute video, and if it helps them, they are going to be interested. So I make some short video out of these ones. So let me just do this. Export PS1 is equal, and then all I have to do is put $, which is the prompt, and then a space. Now my shell is there. So I can type in lowercase pwd. Now, if I just say the same thing, host name will still tell me, and then ID dash UN, it will still tell me who I am, who am I, say that one, who am I. If you log in remotely, you will just get some interface, but if you're local to the machine, you did not SSH from outside, it will not display anything. However, echo $? It shows you that the command succeeded there. And so let's clear a screen here. We say cat etc host name. This is the host name. Cat etc host. The file host has all the detail there, and then say cat etc os-release. You see that it's on Linux Ubuntu 22.04, and then you can also say cat etc lsb release. That will say, sorry, let me see what is on the star release file. If there's, yeah, lsb release, dash release, not L. I put underscore and it is dash. But if you just got ATC release, release, I was mistyped to release, right, like that. So this is the command that you want to see. Cat etc lsb dash release would show the release of the operating system. So at this time, I'm going to show you, I'm on a tutorial directory, and inside here, if I just say what is inside here, I could see demo and how to. If I do a short version ls without -l long listing, I see demo and how to. So then I say, what are those ones? You can see that these two are directly. The first characters are showing directly. Last time I showed you how to check with the cat -d. So if you say ls -l here, and then just say cat character 1, and that would just show character 1 would be saying that the first one was getting from the total. So if I just grep -v total and then do a cut, and now I see that two of them are directly. And then if I just get more than one, like dash all of them, you get the rest of the information. So the up to 5, you can see, or similar, let's say up to 10 would be the read, write, execute for the owner, for the group, and for others. You get that information. But the first file, they are showing as a directory. So if I go to the demo directory and then see if there's all of these other ones, notice are also directory. So I could tag a file, say this file, and now this file is, ls-l, this file is just empty file, 0 byte, but notice it has a dash. So if I just do that cat command here, it shows all of them except the one that is there. So if I just look at the file name also, I can get the whatever is the character there. I could, in addition to do that one, I can get that information. Last time I showed you, I'm going to teach you more of tar command and then gunzip. So let's get started with that. And this one, if I look at these directories, and I did this one by just listing, I say, well, inside here under the demo, what about if I go here and then say, let's just back up everything that's inside demo, and then we just put it in a different location. In order to back up everything as a tape archive or tar command, I could type in, say, for example, let's demo here is this directory. Inside the demo directory is those ones, right? Then I could say, let's go back up everything under demo. So I'm going to say tar cvf. C means create, V for verbose, F means file. So there's different options. You could say dash dash create, V for verbose, or dash V, or V for verbose, or dash verbose, or dash file, or dash F. But shorter name, and instead of doing that one, you could do abbreviation, shorter name. So let me just show you first what is tar. What is tar? It says an archiving utility, which tar, that's the binary that is there. File user then tar, it is telling you executable link format, a 64-bit, and then all the LD shared object that are loaded into it, striped with it, it is in there. So what does the tape archive do? Tape archive, if you do man tar, it tells you that it's an archive. You can do -A for archive, or -C for create, or F, the name of the file, and then -D for the delete, and then -T for list, and then so on. All of this one, X for extract, U for update, and then so on. Let's say like tar info would give you, and then some other arguments are available here. Sometimes you could just say like -D or -- delete, or dash or dash append, -T or dash list, or -X or dash extract. So all of these options are there. You can see -U or dash update. But I will show you the shorter version of each of these commands. And then you can also do a tar dash usage, and then you could see all the options here as well. And then you can also do info tar. It will give you tape archive syntax also, similarly to this one. Notice at the end of it, whenever you search it, there's a see also section. On the see also section, it says that make sure that you understand the zcat, the tape gunzip and gunzip. All of them are somewhere there on the C also, but the man page is really huge. So you can say man gunzip, and it will just give you the gunzip, gununzip, zcat, and all of other ones as well. But when you're doing the tape archive, man tar, so whenever you save the file, if you give an option of -Z in lowercase, let me just search for dash lowercase, you can see it is creating a tar gunzip file here. So with the -Z, and then let me just find it right here. So -Z, you can see it is creating a gunzip file. And the underlying or internally, -Z option automatically use the gunzip file. And I'll show you the output of it too. And then when you extract it for the option of -Z with X extraction, it will use the gununzip file. When you're just doing Z for creation, it will just gunzip it in tar gunzip file. So the -uppercase Z is in compressed mode, and that if you want to use each one of these mode, it means something to say what option you could use and which one is there. So let's do this. At this time, you know that this is the directory. You want to say you want to do a list demo inside whatever is the content of this. If I say ls -d demo, you could see that the demo is only listed here, right? But if I just do a list content of it. So now I want to just tar up everything that's under demo, and I want to say tar CVF. C means created, V verbose, F the name of the file, and then I want to say demo.tar, this directory demo. I just created it. As you can see, because I did the option of verbose, it showed exactly all the files that were there, including the .cache, the heading. When tape archive, the permissions are preserved. The symbolic links are done. So it is very nice that you could just copy some stuff and then put it into a demo.tar file. In this case, now the demo.tar file is just exactly what this demo is. So if I just move the demo, for example, say move a demo to a demo.original, let's say I call it .original, and now I just have this file. I don't have the original demo. In order for me to extract it, I say tar xvf. X means for extraction, V for verbose, F for file, and demo.tar. Now I just did extraction, the same one here. So now the difference between demo and demo.original is nothing. They're the same. It says common subdirectories. You can see that all of them are the same. So if I just want to put the other one back, I could always put the other one back, or just get the file that one of them I could delete it. Whether I want to delete the other one or the original one, it doesn't matter. They're exactly the same of each other. So let me rm minus rf demo.original, since demo is already there. And then now if I want to just extract a particular one or something, or I don't want to see the files listing here, so you saw that demo.tar is there, you could say tar xf demo.tar. That would be extraction. But if I want to just display the content of a TF is going to display it. Notice that TF is just listing all the files here. So if I want to see, only show me the demo/desktop, then I could just see only that contents there. And now let's just say this one, I'm gonna remove a demo.tar, and I will just go to the demo directory. This time I'm going to go to, here I'm going to go to desktop. And let's just create some directories here. So this one is empty. At this time, it's only new file. I'm going to remove the new file, let's say, or keep it. It doesn't matter. Let's just, and here we just use some command to generate about 5 or 10 files, right? So last time I showed you, you can use a sequence command, sequence of 10. It will just run this 10 commands. Then I could say, at the same time with the sequence, if I just say run the xarg command, with xargs with minus n1, that will display all those numbers column by column, right? If I just do it like this, it will just say horizontally. But if I wanted like one line number at a time, then number process as 1, I could do that n1. So with n1, I'm going to say minus I, and then have a placeholder here. And then after that one, I say make dir. Inside here, I could say dir, and then the placeholder name, which is dir1 through dir 10. So all of those ones, and then run this command. Now let's see what happened here. Warning, option xargs are mutually exclusive, ignoring previous max args value. So let's see why it just did that one. Make dir. We'll see. Yeah, it created actually mutually exclusive. It's just a warning. So it created the directory of those ones, and then when it says replacing the minus I to the I lowercase, and then it didn't matter, it created that directory. So that's what we wanted, and then we have these directories here, and you can see that's the same. So now I did these ones, and now let's just also create a couple of files here. So this one I'm going to say, let's do 5 of them. 5 of them, and then instead of make dir, we say echo. We're gonna just say the number, and then say hello, hello, and then that, and then give the name of the file. Say hello dot that file name. So here the echo command is gonna just echo one and then hello into hello.1 and then two hello.hello.1. I believe that's the syntax correct, and it did it. You can see that it created that information there. But we wanted to create the file. Yes, I didn't create it because I did a hello. So if I just, instead of this one, I could say echo this one, and then you could create a patch on it at the same time. Let me just do a shorter one with the while read rather than writing all this long command. You could say a for statement, and so simple. You say for, you say I, and um, sequence, so a sequence of 5 in this case, and then I say do, and then say the command would be touch, or actually echo. We're gonna say the number $sign I, and then we say hello, and then close this one and say greater sign hello dot um, hello underscore $1 $I would be the text would be creating the file for each one of them. And then right here where it says hello, that information is created with the double quote. That is good enough. And then we just say done. And now you can see the files are created hello1.txt through this. So now if I say cut hello star dot text, and then you can see for each one of them 1, 2 through 5, it is having those contents there. So what am I showing you here? I just created some files and then I backed it up and I did those other ones. Now let's archive it here. So I'm gonna just go back here on the demo, and then right here I say let's just create the tar again, tar tape archive. This time I'm gonna put it into a gunzip file, extracted everything. So I say tar xvf extract cvf for creating verbose file. The name was demo.tar for demo. So this one just created there. If I just don't want to see the verbose information, demo.tar, and instead of this v, you just say create v, and then it will just do it. Now it just created that one. So that C means create, F means file. If you just omit the V option, you don't have to see all the output on the screen verbosely. So now the file is there. If I want to see content of it, I could say tar tvf, or let's say tf, and then demo.tar. So now T as for displaying it on the screen, and F is the file name. So you can see here. I could also, and instead of T, I could say dash dash list. That would be the same thing, but make sure that dash F, the dash F is option here. So it give you the file name that you wanna say extract which one, or display which one. So if I just wanted in a shorter name without that option, TF is good enough. Now notice that if I just say only I want to display the desktop, notice that it's there, and then somebody says, oh, just only display the desktop, and if the files are there, extract it for me there. So here you could just rerun this command and just say demo is the directory, because each one of them is under as demo. Like for example, if I just do a grep -i desktop, then you can see that all of them, they have the parent directory of demo and then all these other ones. So if I want to just extract all of them with demo desktop, then I could just say something like tape archive. And instead of this grep, I could say demo desktop. This is just going to display it on the screen. But if I want to extract it, and instead of the P, I say extract it here. So now the demo already has that one. But what happened is demo already had it. I extracted on top of it. In order to make sure that you do it in the right location, make a directory called new and go to the new directory. Now, notice that the file that is has the demo.tar is on the parent directory. So in order to do extract inside the new, you want to just put here // meaning that go to the parent directory of the new, which is demo, and then after tutorial, and then after that one, find the file demo.tar, and then extract it and that current directory location. Only extract demo from desktop. And then now it is extracted. Now you see that here it created the demo, but inside demo it's only desktop, not programs and other ones, because we wanted only desktop. And then when you go inside here, you have all the files that you wanted to see. Okay, so that's one way to create a file, tape archive it, and this. I haven't shown you how to do gunzip or anything on yet. So if I go back to the tutorial directory, notice that you could use 2 commands instead of 1 command to put it into a gunzip file. So now you have this demo.tar. If you didn't do the option of the -z, now you have to use gunzip and then demo.tar. That would just make the file called demo-d demo.tar.gunzip file. And if I just say file demo.tar.gunzip file, you can see it's a gunzip format, gzip compressed data. And then now if I want to unzip that file, I cannot just do it. I can run the tape archive with -extract, and then it will extract it for me the way I want to do it. So let's say I'm going to go to the new directory here, and then I want to just extract it there. rm-rf demo first. I want to show you that I don't have anything here. So the file that I want to extract is this demo.tar.gunzip file. So what am I going to do that one? I'm saying tar. If I want to extract it with the tar command, then I have to do tar z for I'm compressing the gunzip file. X for extraction, V for verbose, and then F for the file name. So if I do that one, if I don't say the V, I don't have to list it. Then I could just say demo.tar.gunzip, and it will do it. And now I have the demo file here, the demo directory. And then if I want to see the content of demo, you can see all of it right there, right? CD to demo, and everything is there. So let's just go out here and then out here. And now I'm going to remove -rf new directory. And then let's say I have this gunzip file. I want to remove the demo also. But notice that it says it's a directory. So I want to remove the directory -f, meaning force it. But since it has subdirectories, I have to do -r recursively. And now the demo is gone. But since I have it in the demo.tar.gunzip, I could put it back to the way I want it. So I could say, let's do this file, demo.tar.gunzip file, demo. You can see it is a gunzip file. How to, it's a directory. But if I just say tar for the extraction, this time since it's a gunzip file, I'm going to, I could say gunzip first, and then demo.tar.gunzip. Now it is back to demo.tar, right? Demo.tar is the file. So say file demo.tar is a tape archive file. Notice from gunzip, it is unzipped because I use the gzip. So now I could do a tar xvf a demo.tar, and it is done on the extraction and verbose mode. So this time I'm going to just show you this. I'm going to remove demo.tar there, and we're back to square one where we had it. So it's the two directory that we have. And then if I say file demo, you can see it is there. ls minus lr demo, all the files that are there with the contents, I can see recursively. So what am I going to do on this one? If I do this, I want to just say extract, gunzip demo into one command, which is tar command, X for extraction, V for verbose, F for file, and then C for creation. So the order does not matter what order you want to put CVF, Z, or CVF, or however, as long as you want to just put the order the way you want to do it. So in this case, I'm going to put Z for gunzip it, C for creation, and V for verbose, and then F for the file name. And then in this case, I'm going to say the name of the file is demo.tar or demo directory. And now I just did that one, and now the format of the file is demo.tar is there. I did not give an extension of this, but because I said the file is in the gunzip format, the format of that one is determined by this command, the Z. The Z is just creating that one. So if I just want to create extension dot tar gunzip file, I could do that one. And notice that the two files are the same, whether it's this. So if I say file demo star, you can see both of them are gunzip format. Whether you give the extension .tar.gunzip file or not, the header file determines that what type of file that is. When you do file on the type, it says gunzip compressed data. So, and it's a Unix tape archive. So if I just now extract it, and let's say I'm going to do rm demo.tar, I only need one of them, right? So here, clear screen, say ls, and then let's say I just by accident had deleted rm minus rf demo. I'm going to just say, well, I have the tape archive file star. You can see that demo.tar.gunzip is there. So I'm going to extract it, and then here, if I do this command, say tar, and then Z for extraction, for gunzip it, and then because I'm putting it with X, it's gonna say unzip it and as well as extract it. And then F for the file name, I'm not gonna put the verbose so you can see the screen is not just going too much of outside of the place, and it's done. Now it is done as demo. And you see that demo was not there, now demo is there. So I could keep that demo.tar.gunzip, or I say, well, I don't need it. I just could clean it up and do that one. So let me just do rm demo.tar.gunzip file. And then now I'm back to square one of as soon as we started. So if I go back to tutorials here, and I want to just do the tutorial, since the tutorial is on the parent directory here, if I want to just keep everything under the tutorial under the root directory or some other place, I have to have permission to write to that directory. So right here, I'm on my home directory. I don't have a tutorial here, right? So if I just say tar x cv f z, and then I say tutorial.tar.gunzip file and /tutorial. So what am I doing here? You guessed it right. I'm using the tar, C for creation, V for verbose, F for the file name, which is this file name, and Z to compress it in tar gunzip file, and this source. This is the source. So where is it creating it? It's creating on this home directory under this name. That's very important. So now I type it in, it is done for all of it. Because I have to have read permission on that tutorial. Since I was the owner of that one, notice that whatever is on the tutorial is right now, including the how-tos and all the programs. So it is a lot. On the programs, I have Python, C, C++, iMac stuff. That all of that one, I'm backing it up just on my home directory if I need to. But I'm just demoing it. I can wipe it out as soon as it's done. I don't need it. But I'm just showing you that how to back up stuff and how to do it. And then notice that it is a lot. So I don't want to let it run because a lot of it is it's almost done. Yeah. Oh, Apache 2 is a lot. So it's about 2 gig or 3 gig, that one. But let's just Control C out of it. Don't do autos, or maybe we could only do the one directory, but you get the idea. So if I just want to do something like this, rather than just doing that, you see that the tar file is really huge, right? So at that file, I don't need it. If I do a disk usage minus sh, even though I stopped it, and up to that point, everything is there, 210 megabyte. So the files, I could do extraction on it or display it. I could say tape archive for ZXT, and then ZXT to display it, and then F for the file, and then say tutorial. .tar.gunzip, and then let's see, instead of the Z, since it is there, XT, yeah, either you use X or T. In this case, I don't want to extract it, I want to display it, the ZTF, and that would display. But because it's a lot, again, I don't want to do all of it. So let me just show you one more things here. I could say, let's minus L tutorial. So I'm going to delete this one, RM tutorial. I don't need it because it's a huge thing, and I don't want to have same data .tar gunzip. So it's gone. And then now, let's say on this directory, I have something that I want to do, or etc directory. So clear screen, if you want to back up everything that's on your etc, or maybe etc net plan, it's some YAML file or something. You want to say, well, that's the configuration for my network, or network manager directory, etc, and network manager. So the contents of network dash manager, this one is there. So if you want to just back up something like that one, you could do the entire etc directory if you want to do it also, and then that would be okay, because the disk usage of etc directory is not that big. It's 17 meg, the whole entire thing, right? So notice that some of them are requiring root privilege, because it is not readable by the permission that I would Wahid. So in this case, I do sudo sudash and then type in the password, and then clear screen. I go to this directory. Again, if I change my prompt, it's a PS1 to only show the pound sign, which is meaning that I'm root. And then I could say right here is on this directory, ID-UN is there. So disk usage minus sh etc, you can see it is about 17 meg, right? So if I just want to tar up the etc directory under the /home Wahid, for example, and make directory backup. Let's say if the backup directory is not there, I just created backup and I say tar cvf And then let's just also gunzip it also. X Z CVM. And then I'm gonna say call it etc.tar and /etc/ that's good enough if I want to just put it everything from /etc. That way, when I extract it, it's going to be extracted with that. But normally, you don't want to just do that one unless you want to store it on the same server. If you want to extract it somewhere else, you just say etc star or something like that. That would just do everything from there. So if you cd to the etc, that would be the better option because you don't want to have the slash in front of it. So you do cd here, etc, and now you say tar and zx cvf, and then say home wahid backup /etc.tar, and then you could say star. This meaning that on the source directory a star meaning everything, but put it under etc.this. But let's put the extension of the tar gunzip file because we use the Z option, Z creation verbose file. And now it is doing it, and you can see it is done. So now on the home directory of Wahid, and then if I just clear my screen, do ls -ltr, at the bottom, I should see the tape archive files. So let's see if I do etc and this, and where did it create it? Let's see. The backup directory. I just put it on the backup. CD to backup. When you do ls -ltr, the last file that was modified was that backup. So this is where I put it, right? So when you put it this one, file star, you can see it's a gunzip file format. So now, because I did the star, if I extract it here, I could just put it under this. It will just put it under this directory, not /etc, which is a very good idea. So even for that one, I could say, make a directory, say new etc, and then cd to new _etc. And then here I say, okay, I have this new etc, but the gunzip file was in the parent directory. So tar z, x for extraction, v for verbose, f for this, and then /etc.tar gunzip file, and that would extract it. Now notice that I'm on this directory, all the files that are there. So any file that you want to compare, for example, on the net net plans, for example, we had a directory net plan, and you can see under net plan is this, under etc net plan is the same file. Okay, so this is about tape archiving and everything. And if you don't need the directory where you backed up because you have top extraction already, so rm -rf new etc. Or you could just extract a portion of it, whatever you need, net manager or some other configuration file. So this is about those 3 commands that you learn, and then please try to just learn this stuff and benefit it and help somebody else that might need your help. Take care. God bless you all. Bye-bye.